Sometimes people do ask me what kind of stuff I buy at Comiket, since I don't really talk about it other than the small amount of stuff I usually show on the actual full video. So let's take a look at that. This here's all the Blue Archive stuff. As you can see, it's mostly the more cute-ish side of stuff. I'm not really a fan of getting all of the adult stuff, more so because these tend to be a lot harder to get because people don't really put this up online, and personally for me, it's like some of them don't even go up on Melon Books sometimes, so they can be a little bit more difficult to find. So these are the ones that I tend to prioritize going to this event. There's the stuff for the Pacific series that I've been following, the Dojin series for the Inkyao Jo-sama at the back over there, as well as some of the stuff for Maho Ako that I found. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of stuff for Maho Ako, which seems to be a thing that has been continuing since the previous events I've went to, aside from Comiket as well. Now, I know what you think. This section here looks very chaotic, and that's the way I like it. There's a lot of times where I just end up getting stuff that looks interesting that I never thought I would find at Comiket, and that to me is part of the fun of most of these Dojin events. Finding interesting different things is something that I enjoy, and you get to see more of these in the actual full-length Comiket video instead. Aside from that, there's also all of the Gakuen Idol Master stuff. Have been enjoying the IP itself quite a fair bit, mostly because of her. Very cute, very brain rot at times as well. I don't tend to go to the corporate booths, but this time around they had some stuff for Maho Ako specifically that actually looked kind of cool. Like personally for me, I thought that the hand badges like these in the style of the original manga art actually do look pretty cool. So I actually went to some of the other booths. I didn't go to the Kadokawa one though, just because the queue is really long. The goods look more on the generic side, and you can mostly get them online. So if you do go to Comiket, there might be some corporate stuff that might look interesting that you might want to buy, but if it's in the Kadokawa booth, typically I would advise against it unless you want to waste 3 hours of the event queuing for those stuff. But yeah, going through each individual dojin would probably take up a lot of time, and for while most of them they would be actually fairly safe enough to be able to show, I don't know how interesting that would be. Maybe in the future if there's actually interest in seeing like the actual contents of it. But for me, I'm someone who enjoys chasing the more art book-ish as well as dojin side of stuff as well. Very wholesome cat fox. But overall, this is the kind of stuff I usually end up buying. You'll see some of the stuff over there in more detail in the actual full video, but until then, I'll be seeing you all in the next video.